Hello? This is Alicia.
This is Dr. Smith.
Hey, it's Priya.
My name is Mike, or Michael.
This is Honest Doc 12. That's not my real name, but
So, do I just talk into this?
Okay, here goes.
I switch tabs 40 times before lunch.
I didn't go to dental school to debug software.
My browser tabs look like dental floss. Endless and tangled.
I want to scroll left and find calm.
one login to rule them all, basically.
We added 4 tools last year. None of them talk to each other.
Every new platform comes with a new password and a new SI.
Let it all just click together.
Why does our software still act like it's 2003?
Every location has a different way to do the same task.
It's like we're all playing the same game, but on different levels.
We have 18 practices and 18 new workflows. Guess how that's going?
I hold this place together, but sometimes it holds me hostage.
Some days I feel more like tech support than a provider.
I want a system that whispers what to do next.
Or sings. Honestly, I'd take singing.
I dream of a dashboard with no noise, just light.
I want to click and watch the chaos shrink into a single, satisfying dot.
Give me software that feels like a sigh of relief.
Can my system just hand me a cup of coffee? Just once.
Give me a free pair of AirPods every time a claim goes through. Just kidding, unless...
Some days it all flows, and you feel it in the room.
Even with all the noise, we show up every single day.
There are moments where care leads and the tools follow.
When it clicks, it hums, and you remember why you started.
It doesn't have to be perfect, just better than yesterday.
We're not asking for magic, just something that makes sense.
I want to lead a practice, not chase logins. I want to make it home before bedtime stories.
I don't want to be the last car in the parking lot anymore.
I want my weekends for hiking, not catching up on billing.
I want growth that feels steady.
I want clarity.
Visibility.
Simplicity at scale.
I want space for us to breathe.
We just need someone to connect it all.
Is anyone out there listening?
The answer is yes, we are listening. Hello, my name is Nathan James. I'm the Chief Product Officer at Planet DDS, and I'm so excited to talk to you guys today about all of the innovation from the Artemis team and the rest of the product and development team. We have some really exciting stuff for you guys. But I want to start with that question. Is anybody listening? The answer is absolutely yes. It's a new day at Planet DDS where customer centricity comes first. We have built a whole slew of tools where we're getting feedback from you guys, from your practices, and even from patients. Feature requests, support tickets. We're even recording a lot of the conversations we have with you guys on all of these AI note takers, and we're distilling that down into signals that we can then aggregate together and understand what moves the needle for you, your organizations, your DSOs, your clinicians, and your patients. So let's dive in. And let's start actually with the #1 most requested feature across all of you and the broader ecosystem. I'm excited to say that we are finally building Patient Move, okay? Before this, in order to promote a minor to their own account, you had to go in and create a new account, add all their information, delete them from the old account. Now, with the click of a button, and like I said, hundreds of requests, you can now move that patient automatically inside of Denticon. It's a small thing, but it adds up. That's right, we've got some excitement here. There we go. All right, that's where it started, but I'm telling you there's a lot more happening. One of the things that I'm very excited about is the future of the ecosystem. Of course, many of you guys know that Denticon, Cloud9, Apteryx, these are all a part of the Planet DDS family. And before, they were separate parts of the Planet DDS family. No longer. We've heard from you guys, and we understand that the interoperability, the connectivity between these systems is paramount for you guys to continue to grow, continue to scale, and continue to support your practices. Okay, so what does that look like? Well, it's going to start with some UI upgrades. UI is the user interface. Let me show you what that looks like. On Denticon, it's getting a brow lift. Look at that beautiful new menu. On Cloud9, it's also getting a brow lift, and it's going to start looking like they're part of one family. But check this out. This is Apteryx. It's getting a full facelift. Brand new, available today out there for all of your clinicians. We're starting to upgrade and bring the entire family of products together so that way it looks and feels like it's one family. All right, but even better than that, what's coming up next? What are we working on? Hands-on keyboards today, it's these three things. What if, between Cloud9 and Denticon and Apteryx, we had a shared patient record, a shared schedule, and shared RCM workflows? This is the future of Planet DDS. By the time you come to Orbit 2027, which I encourage all of you to sign up for, this will be a reality. And you will see iterations of this rolling out throughout all of 2026. Pretty exciting stuff. But that's just the beginning. On top of that, our CEO, Eric, just mentioned how AI is changing the landscape of software development. I imagine many of you have seen how AI can potentially change the operations of your DSOs and your individual locations. That's why we're investing heavily in building AI into everything that we do. It's an extra layer of intelligence across the entire ecosystem. Let's dive in and look at what that looks like. Many of you have used radiological AI in the past. We're integrated with Pearl, Overjet, Vidya. All works where you can actually have the radiological AIs overlaid directly on your series of images. You can easily turn on pathologies and tooth parts, etc. But that's been there for a while. We also partnered with Pearl on this thing that we call AI Insights, that it takes those pathologies and those identified opportunities and it pipes them directly into Denticon. Even on the tooth chart, with the click of a button, you can see all of the AI-detected opportunities. Again, this is available today. But I'm excited about this next one that's on the screen right now called Denticon Insights. This will be coming later in Q2. Imagine if you could tell if a patient was likely to show up, if they were likely to pay their bill, and if they were likely to be happy. That's amazing. So with machine learning, with AI, we started to build predictive insights that's coming as part of Denticon Insights. And for all of the partners in the room, I'm really excited to say that we are rolling out these as a series of API endpoints so that you can do your own predictions and pipe them directly inside of Denticon later this year inside of Cloud9. All right. Well, let's keep on going on the AI front for just a second. Let's talk about Denticon for just a second. When it comes to RCM, when it comes to RCM, one of the biggest challenges is at the end of the day, the batch claims process. I'm excited to say that we are getting ready to release auto attach and AI narrative generation for all of our Denticon users. With a click of a button, you can generate that narrative if it's necessary. We're looking at the dental exchange rules, we're looking at the payer rules, and we've built our own claim scrubbing algorithm that goes through all of your historical claims and figures out what attachments are needed. Automatically attaches it, and if you want, it can automatically submit it. Like I said, AI is changing the way we all do business.
Today, the dental industry stands at an inflection point. What was once manual, fragmented, and unpredictable is now becoming intelligent, connected, and scalable. AI is no longer the future. It's the force reshaping how dental organizations operate and grow. At Planet DDS, we believe AI shouldn't sit on the sidelines. It should be woven into the very fabric of how dentistry works. That's our vision. Intelligence built at the core of every system, every workflow, every outcome. Imagine a world where routine tasks no longer consume time, where claims are cleaner, staff are freer to focus on patient care, and leaders can see operational risk before it becomes a crisis. Where every decision is backed by insights, not guesswork. This isn't a distant dream, it's the reality we're creating, with AI embedded in the platform that powers dental organizations at scale. A world where exceptional care and operational excellence go hand in hand.
That's the future of AI at Planet DDS. But let's take just a second and step back. What clinician comes into the office every day to play with the new AI tools? Well, of course they don't. They come in to serve patients. At the end of the day, we all exist to serve patients. And when we serve patients well, when our software disappears and the patients move to the front of the line and we're able to help them in unique and compelling ways, then all of our organizations continue to thrive. They continue to grow. So let's talk for just a second about what we're doing on the patient front. First, let me introduce you to MyTooth. This is an online forms and scheduling system. And as you can see from a provider's website, you can go in, click schedule your appointment. This is tied directly into both Denticon, and in Q2, it will be coming to Cloud 9. It pulls directly from the schedule, and you can go in and fill out all of your information. Now, a couple things I want to point out here. This is fully custom brandable, fully customizable. You can go as far, if you want, to require a credit card to be put in and keep that on file to make sure that the patient is serious about signing up before you book that appointment. Now, right above where you see the text boxes, you see a couple of areas for attachments. We have introduced OCR technology for insurance cards, driver's license, etc. It extracts all of that data, and best of all of this is built natively inside of Denticon, soon in Cloud 9, and it saves all that information directly to the patient record. Now, that's the first half of MyTooth. The second half is the forms functionality. So a patient has an appointment, now they need a packet of forms for new patient onboarding. Inside of MyTooth, we have a fully customizable form builder. You can build anything you can dream of. Short forms, long forms, dynamic forms. Literally, if you choose this, ask this question. If you select this, ask a different question. All of that is available inside of MyTooth now. And not only can you build that, it's fully integrated into Denticon Practice Communications and soon Cloud9 Connect. So with a simple URL, it can automatically text or email patients and have them fill out all of their new patient onboarding forms, all of their consent forms, or any other kind of form that you can dream of. We also roll all those forms up into packets. So gone are the days that you have to manage one long form. You can just send them together, one link, etc. Now, what if a patient shows up and hasn't filled out their forms? I know that never happens, but just in case, we built the QR code that you just saw. So a patient walks in, hasn't filled out their forms, not a problem. The QR code, if you have iPads in the office, you can take a picture, or with their personal device, they can take a picture of that QR code, fill out whatever forms are necessary before they go back into the office. This is changing the game. This is changing the way that your practices interact with patients. But it's only half of the journey. We now have them into the office. We're now calling them back. They're sitting in a chair, they're opening their mouth, and they're having their diagnosis taken care of. Now we need to present them with their treatment options. I'm excited that we are also in Q2 rolling out for both Denticon and Cloud9 the treatment plan presentation. Fully built into Denticon and Cloud9, you build your treatment plans like normal with a few clicks of a button, a few adjustments of settings, and you can launch the brand new treatment plan presentation. Now, this is responsive. It works on an iPad. You can just turn the monitor around and show somebody if you'd like. You can pull it up on a personal device. You can also send it home with the patient, okay? Easily, you can see how beautiful this is. It allows you to choose the different treatment plan options, present them to the individual patient, as well as scroll down and actually handle all the payments right there. Whether you're talking about financing through somebody like Care Credit, or whether you're doing payments through Planet DDS Pay with saved cards or new cards, all of it can be done right here in the treatment plan, including the signature. Pretty cool, eh? All right, that's the patient. At the end of the day, what we are all here for. But at the DSO, we have another stakeholder. Our job is to take care of the clinicians that take care of the patients. Am I right? Let's talk about some of the new and exciting tools that we've introduced into our ecosystem specifically for clinicians. Okay, first off, let's jump into progress notes, okay? One of the things that we've been doing, I mentioned at the beginning, we are getting more data than ever about what you guys care about and what your users care about. We've identified that progress notes are one of the most used areas of the application. This is the old experience. In fact, it's only one of the old experiences. Apparently, we had 3 experiences, and depending on what button you clicked on when, it gave you a different experience. Not efficient, too many clicks, it was painful. This right here is the new flow. Easy templating, easy workflows, really driving hard at making this as streamlined as possible so your clinicians are not spending their time inside of all of the administrative burden. They're moving through it quickly and getting back to talking to patients. All right, let's keep going. Let's talk for just a second about referral management. Many of you have specialists inside of your organizations, or if you're on the ortho side of things, you live and breathe and survive by your referrals. Well, we've done some major upgrades on the referral management side of things, including allowing you to now track by procedure code. We've rolled out a brand new dashboard that allows you to understand what's coming in, what's going out from a referral management perspective, so you can understand who is sending you business and where you are sending your business out to. Whether that's an internal referral, an external referral, doesn't matter, it's all taken care of. Now, we've gone a step further. The area that takes the most time in referrals is actually writing the referral letter. So now, with AI-generated referral letters, you just click the button, okay? Looks at your progress notes, looks at your treatment plans, and it automatically generates that beautiful referral letter. Now, of course, the doctor, the clinician, can edit it if they'd like, but man, this gets them started really, really fast. A lot of time savings. Let's keep going. I'm really excited that about 30 days ago, we launched AI Voice Perio. So now inside of Denticon, with the click of a button, you just speak to the software, and it does all of the auto charting for you. Look at this. You can speak pretty well as fast as you want. No more typing on keyboards, yelling across the room, getting somebody else to type while you're measuring the pocket depths. You could say whatever tooth you want, it'll jump there. You can say back. You can say undo. You could say jump up, let me log bleeding. Let's go to tooth 27. All of that is built directly into AI Voice Perio. Now, that's not all. When you finish auto charting, it now gives you this beautiful Perio report card. And you could scroll down and literally present this to your patient and help them understand what's going on inside of their mouth. Now, it's got all the information pulled directly from the ADA. It also allows you to go ahead and generate your procedure codes and push them right into the treatment plan. Super easy. It's a fantastic workflow. More than that, right underneath that, you'll see that you can also put your progress notes right here on the periodontal exam and push those to the progress note section. Look at that beautiful diagram right there. You can walk somebody through where it's bleeding, where they need to brush more, etc. You can easily have your clinician sign. You can have the patient sign saying this has been presented to them. And then you're off to the races. This is available now inside of Denticon. But we're not done. Why in the world should you have to push buttons when you can just talk naturally to your software and it does what you tell it to, right? I'm really excited that within the next couple of weeks, we're going to be releasing AI Voice Restorative, okay? So you can sit there and just talk to your odontogram. You can tell it, why aren't you doing what I told you to? I'm just kidding. But you can easily say, here's a bridge, here's a missing tooth, here's a crown, here's a cavity, and it auto charts it for you. Over 600 voice commands and growing. We're working with many of you guys as part of our innovation partner program to give us more voice commands that we can build into the system to make this as robust as possible. And you can see right here, somebody who was speaking didn't even know what the ADA code was. It pops up, and with voice, you're able to say, oh, that's what I meant. And you're easily able to go ahead and add that and keep on going. Now, this is just the beginning. Voice Perio, Voice Restorative. Soon, later this year, you're going to see voice notes, voice progress notes, voice treatment plans, maybe even some ambient note functionality via voice. We believe that this is the future of the interaction that your clinicians have with the software. Pretty exciting stuff. All right, let's keep going. All right, from a clinician's perspective, all the tools inside of Denticon, Cloud9, workflows, they're important. But there's one more thing that we've heard consistently, and that is that Apteryx is good, but it could be better. The image quality is paramount. We've got to get to diagnosability on these images as quickly as possible, so we're not spending our time in front of a screen. We are instead pivoting that chair and spending our time talking to the patient. Well, I'm really excited to say that we've released some major upgrades on the image quality enhancement side of things. So as you can see right here, inside of Apteryx, we have this thing called Dynamic Enhance. And so this is a series of images. With a click of a button, it automatically detects what could be enhanced with it. You can see it's detecting right there. And voila, it gives you an automatic enhancement across your entire series of images. Now, we got some feedback that said, hey, this is good, but it doesn't always give me exactly what I want. And so what we did is we've built a whole array of additional filters. With a second click, you can go in, see a whole slew of additional filters, and add more filters on top of that. So we're going to click on the Skylark Sharpen, and look at this. It's going to automatically just do a sharpen image right there. Now, that's not all. At the end of the day, diagnosis sometimes happens between shades of gray. It's too dark, it's too light, etc. So now we've combined contrast and gamma filters. With a click and drag, you can make your image darker or lighter to make it diagnosable as quickly as possible. This is available today for all of your clinicians, rolled out a few months ago. Pretty exciting stuff. Like I said, we care about the patient. We also care about the clinician. But let's be honest for just a second. None of us get paid without RCM. What are we doing on that front? That's right. We got some RCM fans. Here we go. We got some RCM fans in the house. Let's talk about this for just a second. So RCM, there's a lot of things going on with RCM, okay? One of the things that we realized is that you rely heavily, especially inside of Denticon, you rely heavily on the estimation engine, okay? But the estimation engine is only as good as two things. One, the estimation engine variables that you can control, and all of the data that's in your eligibility tables. Let's start with that first one. I'm excited to tell you that we've added 6 new major variables to your estimation engine inside of Denticon RCM. We're talking missing tooth clauses, we're talking coverage limitations where you can require pre-authorizations, we're talking age limitations, minimum, maximum, waiting periods, all of that is now inside of the estimation engine. We also have frequency limitations with things like code bundling, whole mouth, and per day limits. All of that will be coming in the second quarter of this year, here in just a couple of months. All right, now this is where it starts. You have more power, more configurability with your estimation engine, but that just means more data that you gotta put into the system and manage and make sure that it's right. Or does it? I'm excited to say that in partnership with Dental Exchange, we've released auto eligibility natively built inside of Denticon, okay? This pulls all the 271, 270 EDI transactions into Denticon and gives you an opportunity to review and accept any changes for all of those different variables across the estimation engine. So you can see right here, it pulls that data in, it says this is the adjustments that need to happen to your eligibility tables, and then you can choose to accept it or deny it. Now this is what I call man-in-the-middle functionality, right, where a human checks it. This can be fully automated as you choose to, but out of the gate, we're encouraging everybody to at least double check before it goes and overwrites your eligibility table data. All right, that's eligibility. Let's talk for just a second about payments. As many of you know, we have Planet DDS Pay. Look at that gorgeous Stripe reader. We are sitting on top of the Stripe ecosystem. This is our new reader. It's got a beautiful battery pack that you can log it on, but that comes off and it just feels like a phone in somebody's hand. Really easy to use. But this part is critical. We rolled this out earlier this year. This is called the cost offset fee or the surcharge. It can save your DSO hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars a year. All that is totally available, totally configurable with Planet DDS Pay. Definitely check it out. All right, payments, an important piece of the RCM journey. But we're not done. Let's talk about reconciliation. After the payments happen, we now have all these different systems, and if everything worked perfectly, everything would say the same thing. For anybody who lives in the RCM world, we know that that's not always the case. And so I'm excited to say that with Denticon and Cloud9, we have now released the reconciliation reports. So there are different ways to get this report. You can get all the information, or you can just get the exceptions. That's what I'm going to show you here. With a click of a button, it'll generate and download an exception report that reconciles all of your Planet DDS Pay transactions with all of your Denticon and Cloud9 ledger transactions, so that way you can see if there's any discrepancies. You can easily go in, and now you're managing 5 or 10 exceptions, not hundreds or thousands of line items that you're manually reconciling. Huge time saver. And that's just the beginning of reconciliation. We have more coming out on that front later this year. Let's talk about insurance, though, the big, hairy, almost dirty word sometimes in the industry. It's great for a patient to pay, but now the long tail is going and submitting the claim, managing denials, getting the 835s back, making sure that the insurance is paying, reconciling all of those transactions, oftentimes handling manual paper EOBs. It's exhausting. I'm excited to talk to you guys about this next feature, real-time pre-adjudication, built in partnership with Optum and United Healthcare. Now, chairside, for any United Healthcare transaction, you can click this button, and in a matter of milliseconds, it comes back and tells you if it will be pre-adjudicated or adjudicated. This is not a guess, okay? I want to be super clear about this. This is actually a round-trip API call that goes from our system through Optum's system to United Healthcare's system. They run it against their actual rules that they would run it for a standard adjudication. They send it back in real time, and they say, if you submit this treatment plan exactly like this, we will approve it, we will deny it, or we will submit it for clinical approval. Now, of course, clinical approval happens. What we found is that's only between 5 and 10% of the actual claims. Let me say that differently. 90 to 95% of your claims through United Healthcare can be automatically pre-adjudicated. You don't even have to worry about the estimation engine with United Healthcare anymore. I'm excited to say that it starts with Optum and United Healthcare, and we're moving on from there. Optum has already brought several other partners to the table, one signed, and we have a few others that we're working on integrations with. Now, this is going to take a minute. Let's just be honest, right? For the whole insurance industry to move to this type of real-time connection, it's not an overnight thing. But I'm excited to say that it's finally starting. It's finally happening. And here's what the future looks like.
For decades, dental coverage has operated in the dark. Providers estimate, patients guess. Payers adjudicate days, sometimes weeks later. What if coverage clarity didn't come after treatment, but before it? We're building real-time pre-adjudication directly inside Denticon, connecting providers and payers at the source. Treatment plans, patient data, procedures, transmitted instantly. Coverage estimates returned in seconds. No portals, no callbacks, no uncertainty. Providers gain actionable financial insight before care begins. Patients gain transparency and confidence at the point of decision. Payers receive cleaner, more complete submissions from the start. This is more than faster claims. It's a shift towards shared visibility, where providers, patients, and payers operate from the same real-time truth. A clearer future for dental coverage starts here.
That's the future of RCM. But like I said, it may take us some time to get there. So we're not hanging our hats on that as the only solution. In fact, we know that we have a good RCM system, frankly, inside of Denticon mostly, and we have some inside of Cloud9 for sure. I mentioned earlier that we are building shared RCM workflows between the two. The way that that's working is we're building a brand new product. We're taking the best things that we've learned from Denticon, moving them into this thing that we call the RCM Hub. From the ground up, we're reimagining what RCM workflows look like. We're building it from the ground up so that way it manages everything in the same workflow for Denticon and Cloud9. We call this the RCM Hub. Check it out.
Imagine a world where dental revenue cycles are no longer a maze of manual work, paper, and portals, where inefficiency is replaced with precision, predictability, and speed. This is RCM Zero, Planet DDS's bold vision for the future of revenue cycle in dentistry. RCM Zero is more than automation. It's a re-engineered financial backbone built for enterprise scale, eliminating faxes, reducing denials, and removing hours of chase work so teams can focus on care, not paperwork. Every step of the cycle, from eligibility checks to clean claims to reconciliation, moves toward a single truth: real-time clarity. A future where revenue isn't delayed, errors are prevented before they happen, and cash flow becomes a strategic advantage, not a burden. This is what Zero stands for. Zero manual work, zero denials, zero wasted hours. Freeing people to elevate dental care and drive sustainable growth.
That's the future, and it's very bright. Now, that won't be ready with the click of the finger. It won't be ready tomorrow, but you'll start seeing the very first version of this available for you guys in early Q3. Pretty exciting. All right, let's keep going. So now we have our city, we have Cloud9, we have Denticon, we have Apteryx. Of course, we're building new patient functionality, clinical functionality, really doubling down on the RCM world. But all of this is only made possible by all of the investment and innovation that we've been doing behind the scenes on what we call DentalOS. It is a state-of-the-art platform. We started it about 2 years ago, and we are now at the place where we're doing over 1 billion API calls through DentalOS per month. Holy smokes. And it's only scaling from there, okay? DentalOS is oftentimes the unsung hero because you can't really see it. It's just interconnections. There's more work to do, don't get me wrong. We're continuing to extend our APIs, continuing to add more functionality all of the time. But when I first joined Planet DDS, I think one of the first terms that I heard was, we want a single pane of glass. We're tired of making our clinicians jump between this system and that system, this portal and that portal, managing all of their credentials. How about even inside of Planet DDS? How many PGIDs do you have? How many URLs on Cloud9 do you have? Wouldn't it be great if you didn't have to log out and log in for all of these different systems? And I thought that DentalOS, sitting on top of all of our robust suite of APIs and security protocols, was the perfect place to try and solve this.
What if everything your organization needed, every product, every metric, every integration, lived in one place? This is DentalOS. Your entire operation, visualized, unified, and alive in real time. Collections, completed appointments, missed appointments, trends, gross production year over year, benchmarking, all of it, one dashboard. No switching tabs, no guessing, just clarity. Scroll down and your entire product ecosystem is right here. Denticon, Cloud9, Apteryx, MyTooth, alongside every integration your practices depend on. All connected, all centralized. Need a patient record in Denticon? A treatment card in Cloud9? No more juggling multiple logins, no lost time, just flow. Your resources, billing, knowledge base, support, centralized and always within reach. Now, onboarding. A guided journey, step by step, every milestone tracked, every go-live assignment crystal clear. This is not onboarding, this is orchestration. Your organization profile, your groups, your security is now managed from one place. Enterprise-grade security, configured in minutes, not days. User management across your entire organization. Roles, permissions, product access, controlled at both the org and practice level. One screen, full visibility. And when you're ready to expand, the integration marketplace. Dozens of partners, discovered, configured, and activated without ever leaving the platform. Each integration purpose-built, with product overviews, data access controls, and one-click activation. This is DentalOS, the operating system for modern dentistry. This is the future.
This is fun. A lot of innovation happening, a lot of exciting new tools inside of the platforms, and as you can see, as the platform itself is maturing, we're continuing to build our partner ecosystem. Our ethos is to be open and to work with anybody and everybody that we can to bring in, to tie in, and to build new, amazing capabilities for each and every one of you. All right, let's talk about that last block, okay? That little black square right there. You see, built on top of DentalOS, we've talked about some really cool AI capabilities, some things that are being built into the systems, but what we haven't talked about yet is the next wave of AI. The type of AI that really provides significant improvements to workflows and to time savings. I'm excited to say that the Artemis team has been doubling down, along with some partners, to build built-in agentic AI into DentalOS. Let's take a look and see what that looks like for our very first agent, available for anybody in this room in preview this month and coming to general release in April. This is our confirmation agent. All right, so of course you have to log in until DentalOS launches. After you click that, you have these cute little agents. You can choose which one you want to hire. No resumes. It's very easy. It is for Denticon, and soon in Q2 coming for Cloud9 as well. You can easily go in and configure it. You can choose what locations you want to roll it out for, one, multiple. Let's say you're not all in on the agents, but a front office staff member quits and you need to figure out how to fill your schedule or handle confirmations. It's a great way to just test it out, figure it out. See, we're going to go in here. We're actually naming this agent. You're going in and saying, are you going to allow the agent to do cancellations? Are you going to allow it to rebook appointments? And right now we're doing it across all locations at your DSO level to just make it easy for setup. And click next and look, you have an agent. Look how simple that was. Now you can also go in, there are tons of additional settings down at the individual location level. And so we'll show you that here. You can set the agent phone number or your actual office phone number. One of the things that's interesting is we want to make sure that we don't have an agent call 100 people at the same time and all of them say, can I talk to a human? And suddenly your front office has this massive call list. So you can set what your criteria is. We only have 2 people at the front desk, so that's all, as fast as the agent can move, et cetera. You can configure that in a myriad of ways, but this part's pretty cool. This is the dashboard, okay? This allows you to see how your agent is actually doing. How many no-shows were prevented, how many slots refilled, how many patients were moved, and how many hours were saved. Take a screenshot of this and show it to your boards. They'll love it, I promise. Now, you can also go in and look at the details. These are all of the individual calls. Look at all that information. It's got sentiment analysis. Was it a positive conversation, a negative conversation? You can listen to it, look at the transcript, and you can actually train the agent. You tell it, this was terrible, don't ever say that again. And it feeds it back into the model to make sure it doesn't say that again. You can also give it accolades. That was great. Make sure you say that in the future. You can give it information and train it. Look at that. It is available today for anybody in this room for DentaCon and coming to Cloud9 in the second quarter. All right, that's what it looks like for you guys, for DSOs, for clinicians, for locations. But I want to give you guys a little snapshot of what it feels like from the patient's perspective. Now, to do that, let me introduce a good friend and fellow innovator, the CEO of Unity AI, one of our development partners helping us build this, Edmund Jackson.
Hey, thanks for the invitation, man.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Morning, everybody.
How are you liking Orbit so far?
You know, it's a bit of a party, isn't it?
It's a bit of a party. It's a bit of a party.
Oh, hold on a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
My dentist. Hello?
Hello, this is Mary, a virtual assistant from Planet Dentistry, calling to confirm an upcoming appointment. This call may be recorded for training and quality purposes. May I speak with Edmund?
Yeah, this is him. Hi.
Great. Before we continue, I need to verify some information. Can you please confirm your last name and date of birth?
Yeah, my last name is Jackson, and my date of birth is January the 1st, 1990.
Perfect, thank you. I'm calling to confirm your appointment on Monday, March 3rd, 2026 at 2 p.m. at our office located at 70 Planet Road in Nashville. Does this appointment still work for you?
No. I'm playing Mahjong at that time. Can you give me something the next week?
Absolutely. I'd be happy to help you reschedule. Let me check that for you. I have Tuesday, March 10th at 10 a.m. available. Would that work for you?
No, Tuesday's still Mahjong. How about Thursday? Afternoon, maybe?
Let me see. I have Thursday, March 12th at 3 p.m. available. Would that work better?
Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks.
Excellent. I've rescheduled your permanent crown placement to Thursday, March 12th at 3 p.m. This will take approximately 60 minutes, and the appointment is at our office at 70 Planet Road in Nashville. Please continue to avoid chewing sticky or hard foods on that temporary crown until your appointment. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
Yeah. That's a new office. I haven't been there. Is there parking? How do I park?
We have free patient parking available in the front lot. The visitor spots are marked with blue signs, so just look for those when you arrive.
Cool, thank you.
Thank you so much for your time, Edmund. If you need to cancel, reschedule, or have any questions, you can always call us at 4805202530. We look forward to seeing you. Have a great day.
Look forward to seeing you too. Bye. There you go.
That's fantastic.
She's awesome. All day, all night, all the time. Give it a try, please.
I love it. Yeah. Thank you, Edmund. That's incredible, but that's just the beginning. It starts with confirmation and rescheduling agents that are outbound. Now, it can leave a voice message, and you can call it back to the same number, and you have that same interaction. Next, it's coming to DentaCon Practice Communications and Cloud9 Connect, so that way it can do the exact same intelligent interaction via text message as well. So that's confirmation, that's rescheduling, but what about scheduling? So later this year in Q2, we're getting ready to release by the end of April a brand new proactive scheduling agent. So I'll just give you a quick overview of what this works like. Imagine somebody that combed through all of the data inside of your PMS, and it stack ranked every single patient. It said how happy will they be, how likely are they to show up, how likely are they to pay their bill. Maybe, when was their last cleaning, and when does their insurance allow another cleaning? What about an outstanding treatment plan that maybe we can call them and get them in for? It stack ranks all of your patients, and then it proactively fills your schedule based on your criteria. Same technology, pretty incredible. Now later this year, we're going to continue moving down this path. We have front office agents that we're already starting developing on. We have on the RCM side, claim scrubbing agents, reconciliation agents, etc. As you can tell, we are all in on AI and agentic AI as a future as part of DentalOS. If you'd like to try one of these agents, take a picture, grab the QR code, go to the website, fill out the information. We'd love to talk to you. That is our agentic AI future. This is the ecosystem that we're building at Planet DDS, but we can't do it alone. We started the conversation by saying, we need your voice, we hear you, and we're making massive changes internally to make sure that your needs are prioritized, roadmapped, and actually built. Because it's not about what we can do by ourselves. It's about what we together can build on this amazing planet. Thank you.